Dude, okay, low key. I've been seeing a lot of a lot of tier lists from a lot of people, and I'm super addicted to Marvel Rivals, dude. So I was kind of like, you know what, dude? Like, I just hit diamonds, which I know is not like that crazy, but I've about 60 hours, or at least Steam says I have about 60 hours into the game. So I feel like I want to give a tier list, maybe not from the top player's perspective, but what my experience is. So I'm just gonna say this tier list I might have a lot of bad opinions, because I would say not low rank, but like I ain't the highest rank in the world. But yeah, without further ado, let's just do it. So Adam Warlock. Oh, dude, the thing about Adam Warlock is he needs another good support, like, because he can't dish out like his heals. He does a lot of heals, but they're in bursts. So he needs another healer to kind of help. But like, if you have like Mantis and Star-Lord and you get that team up, dude, like you have so much uptime. Like, people are alive so much. It's actually like nuts. Like, honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the team ups. I'll try to explain my thought process, but yeah, for the team ups, I think relatively I'm gonna go A on him. I think that he also does quite a lot of damage. His right click, or his left click, what is it, like headshot, you are doing a lot of damage. It's kind of like a Zenyatta, but not really the same equivalent damage. But, or maybe it is, it's just the sustain in this game is so insane it doesn't feel like it. But yeah, Adam Warlock, pretty solid character. I'm also gonna create a tier above, and this is gonna be like the S plus, or like the banned, I guess, because I feel like they're just characters that are just always getting banned, and I just unlocked the bans. So yeah, but yeah, Black Panther. Now, dude, oof, this is a little tough, dude, because I'll be honest, Black Panther, in my opinion, I think he's super strong. He's high A, low S, in my opinion. I think I'm gonna keep him S though, or A, sorry. Oh yeah, this tier list won't. I'll try. Like, the order doesn't super matter. Like, Black Panther over Adam Warlock, it doesn't matter that much. Just they're in this general power bracket. A lot of characters in this game are pretty strong, so it's not like necessarily that crazy. So you could argue any of them. Tier placement doesn't matter too much. I'll try to somewhat place it though. But yeah, just has super solid dashes. Like, dude, Black Panthers, like, when I see him, I'll be honest, most of them are carrying. Like, he's definitely like a character you can just like fuck the backline on and carry. And I don't know if it's just me, I feel like he builds his ult so fast, which for a support it makes sense, but for a DPS, building the ult as fast as I feel like Black Panther does, I don't know, dude. I think he's pretty good. I don't think he's quite S tier, but yeah, he's pretty fucking strong. And I know I did just say most of the characters are good, but Black Widow, yeah, no, that's a D tier character. I'll be honest, I do not see this character at all, like at all. I don't think anyone fucking picks this character whatsoever. Yeah, she's just not fucking good. I kind of realized that she plays a lot, like, people try to think she's like Widowmaker, but she plays a lot more like Ashe in Overwatch, kind of. I actually think they should lean her more into the direction of being Ashe, and let's just not have a Widowmaker in this game, please. Because, like, the thing about Widowmaker, she's cool, but then it's also like you can't take the one shot away from Widowmaker in Overwatch, and it's like, I don't think Marvel Rivals should have that problem, because it's pretty much impossible to solve. So yeah, I think they should just leave Hawkeye as the only one-shot character. But yeah, she just, most of her damage gets out healed. She's not that good. I could use some buffs. Yeah, I literally never see this character. Hulk. Now this is tough because I'll be honest, and I'm just gonna put him up. This guy, oh my fucking god. This team up it's probably the best team up in the game. This team up with Iron Man and Hulk is so fucking broken. Like, I'll be honest, I barely play DPS. I play a lot of they're right next to each other. I play a lot of like Cap and Cloak. Cap is kind of like my meme character if I'm just fucking around on stream, but Cloak is kind of like I lose a lot of games on Cap, so now I need to win a lot of games, so I'm gonna play Cloak. But yeah, we'll talk about Iron Man. He's like, I'll be honest, without the team up, I think because I know a lot of people put him like really low as like the worst character in the game, but with the team up, he's so fucking strong. Like, he's so strong. He melts everyone. I've noticed, I think a lot of people are able to sort of pick like around like him a little bit, like, or what I mean, like when he goes around, like he usually flanks and uses his ult. He's not getting team wipes, I feel like it used to a lot of like Doctor Strange's, or even if I'm playing Captain America, a lot of times I am able to kind of reflect it, which is pretty nice. But his ult is still strong, but that beam of fucking death. Let me put this into perspective with you. Echo's beam, I'm gonna open up fucking Microsoft Paint for this shit. So in Overwatch, Echo has this blue beam, and what it does is it does like little damage when you're above half HP, but when you're half, Echo will use this blue beam and it does 175. That's 175 per second, which deletes you. Like, it's not that wide, and it doesn't have a lot of range, but if you are right there, Echo can just fuck you with it. Let me put this into perspective. Iron Man with the team up, his beam does, I think it's 240 damage per second, I'm pretty sure, which is significantly bigger. It's so much bigger than this. Like, this is a massive difference. And the beam is so much longer. It is so like if Echo's beam is like that, this is Iron Man's beam. Like, it is so much bigger. The hitbox it's so much easier to hit. Like, I barely play Iron Man, but sometimes if no one is willing to go Iron Man, I will go Iron Man. And literally what I do on this character, I don't do jack shit. I don't do anything. But then once I have the like 15 or 20 second cooldown off rip, and keep in mind also, Echo's beam, it lasts for 3.5 seconds, I think. 3.5 seconds. This thing lasts for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. That is ridiculous. That is so insane. Like, they could make it 175 and last for like the same amount of time, and it would still feel insane. Like, this thing deletes everything. So fucking broken. Holy. Like I said, I think Iron Man is actually not that good. I know I've seen some people, I think, say like, oh, he's not even that bad without Hulk. I think he's still pretty shit without Hulk, actually. But maybe I'm not running into good Iron Mans, but it doesn't matter, because if they are a quote good Iron Man, they have this fucking guy. And let's get to Hulk. I'm gonna put Hulk in A. I don't think Hulk is S, because I do actually think Hulk is his ult is really good. Hulk has so much, like, he has so many stuns, and his survivability is actually quite strong. If you can cycle through his stuns, and then he gives all those shields which can protect you from like Groot ult or just mass AoEs, his shield is really strong. Like I said, his ult is really good. He has so much HP to play with. I think the only thing about Hulk is there's so many characters that just have stuns in this game. The CC is crazy. Like Luna, Mantis, they are just like, you jump on anything, you're getting slept, you're getting frozen. you're getting fucked. Which is why I'm gonna put him at A. Like I said, he could be even stronger. I think if anything, he would move to an S, not a B. But I definitely underrated this character. I thought he was the worst tank in the game. And then I just realized he is so hard to play. He's so hard to play. But if you're good, I think you can. Captain America. Now this is probably my favorite character in the game. I love playing Captain America. And I don't know about him, because I'll be honest, it's so 50-50. I feel like I'm still somewhat new and I'm not. Captain America is somewhat like, you have to be pretty good on this character. You kind of need to one trick him to get value, which is why I feel like inherently, I feel like I can't put him in B tier because of that factor. Because I think there's so many characters that are in B tier that you can just play them and get value. But I think he's not the worst tank in the game, in my opinion. But I think he has a lot of potential, actually. I think the meta isn't the best because I think dive is pretty bad. But I think with the meta changes, I think he could move up to B. I think he does need a small buff. The big thing, I don't know why they didn't do this. His shield needs no cooldown. I don't know why the fuck they did that. That is so stupid. It is maybe the dumbest change in this game, because speaking from someone who plays it affects him a lot, actually, like quite a lot. Like in shield bashes, reflecting shit, like sometimes I feel like my buttons are glitching out because the shield shouldn't have a cooldown. Like, clearly they're able to program it in the game. Doctor Strange doesn't have one. Why does Cap? Please remove that. His damage is low, and I think honestly I would rather keep his damage low but nerf some of the cooldowns a little bit. Like, maybe I think his dive in, which is 10 damage, I think we could maybe lower the cooldown on that just a little bit, like maybe just like 10 seconds instead of 12. It's literally 30 damage, and I know that's generally his engage ability, but keep in mind, like, Cap's damage is not that strong if he's not animation canceling his abilities into his shit, which all his ability cooldowns are like 12 seconds. Which, keep in mind, his cooldowns are also his escape tool most of the time. I mean, sometimes you can just jump away. But yeah. I think he does need a buff. Small buff, though. Because I don't want like Captain America to become like a super hated, like busted character. I feel like he's a meme character, in my opinion, because of the state he's in, where it feels like you don't die on Captain America, but you don't do anything. But like I said, I love playing him. He's a lot of fun. But yeah, I think honestly they shouldn't even buff his damage. I genuinely just think his cooldowns, just some of them, I think need to be lowered, and then I think he would be so much better. Because I kind of like the feeling of not dying and clicking a lot of buttons, because this is Captain America. Captain America is a dive tank that you click a lot of buttons on, and you don't die, because you just won't die on this character, really. But you do a whole lot of nothing. I think he needs a small buff, but not crazy. Cloak and Dagger. Now, this is ironically my other main character. I think this character is insane, and I've seen a lot of people put Cloak and Dagger, not like I've seen some people put them at B tier. I think more people are putting them higher now, but I think this character is ridiculous. I think I've heard some people say like her ult is good, but it's not as good as a Luna ult or Mantis ult. which is a big factor, but it's still a decent one. But in my opinion, she is the best heal bot character in the game. Both her walls, her healing wall and her damage wall that's put to like a Zen Discord effect on all of them. Super strong. It's Zen Discord, but it's a fucking AoE ability. That bubble, like, you build ult so fast on this character. Like Luna, and it's also like no aim too. Like, you can position in areas and generally like the projectile is just gonna lock onto something that's close. It's like this character does so much fucking healing. It's insane, and also has decent like survivability as well. Like on Cloak and Dagger, you should never be dying. You should always have the lowest deaths in the match. Like generally almost every single game I have 0 deaths on this character. 1 or 2 maybe. If they're playing like something like a Magic or a Black Panther, or maybe there's a really good Spider-Man in the lobby, then yeah, maybe I'll have a few more deaths. But many times I will literally have like 1 death on this character. Super fucking strong. I think once, spoiler, Luna and Mantis probably get toned down, I think she is going to be running like a must pick. She can keep your whole team up. It's insane. Super fucking good. And let's just get it out of the way. These are the first one going in this tier, Luna and Mantis. These characters are both insane. I feel like inherently they hold a lot of characters back. Characters like Spider-Man, or not really Spider-Man as much, but like Captain America or Hulk or Iron Fist, or just a lot of dive characters. Both of them have such strong CC. Mantis's is so stupid. Mantis's is a sleep dart that is AoE. So stupid. What the fuck is that? At least this is kind of a skill shot, except the projectile in these games are massive, so you'll hit it anyway. But whatever. Both of their ults are probably top 2 ults in the game. Both of them are you don't die in these. I think it's honestly a debate on which is better. And it's tough for me, but I think I will put Luna over literally just because of that ult. Her ult is 12 seconds. It's wild. Mantis has a higher skill ceiling because of her leaves and the headshot stuff. She does a lot of damage. But she doesn't provide as much sustain. She's mainly a damage boost character. She's essentially a DPS support, and yeah, she's really strong. Yeah, there's really not much to be said. Luna, probably the second best heal bot character in the game. I genuinely would put Cloak over her, but her ult is just so good. Like, nothing is dying in that. It's insane. Really fucking strong. And another one, Doctor Strange. Or, I mean, I'll put him lower. Nah, whatever. It's the tanks. I'm gonna put the tanks over. And the supports, whatever. Doctor Strange, I mean, yeah, he's the best tank in the game. His team up with Hulk is really fucking good. But even then, like, his ult is super fucking good as well. Portal, you can do so many insane plays with Portal. His Dark Matter, you can, like, honestly, a lot of, like, sometimes I'm forced to play the only tank in the lobby, and if I do, like, I'll play Doctor Strange because he's really the only tank in the game that can solo tank. No other tank really can, but Doctor Strange can. His shield is fucking massive. He has a whip, and the whip does like charges 10 of your like Dark Matter and just fucking explode. He's just a really solid tank. I think he could, like, maybe his ult could be toned down just a little bit. Something about him. I think if they were to change him, I think he would need a small nerf, not a big nerf, a small nerf, because I don't think he's unhealthy. I think he's just a necessary evil. He's not even really evil. It's just like, he's just good. Like, he is just good. But yeah, Groot. Now this is a very big back and forth for me. because sometimes I feel like he's like here, and other times I'm like, oh, but he's here. And I think I'm leaning more towards B tier from my experience, to be honest. A lot of like Groot, speaking from the support thing, he needs a lot of resources. Like for me, generally, I will be heal botting the Groot the whole game, a lot of times, and I'll just build, which is cool because generally, like as Cloak and Dagger, I can keep Groot up because it's just fucking broken. But holy, it can be annoying to heal this guy all the time. But his walls do a lot of damage if you don't shoot them, and a lot of people in my ranks don't really shoot them because they are decently beefy and they do a lot of damage and heal him a lot. A lot of people just jump over him, but the thing is, there's so much damage in this game that honestly I feel like if you just get like a cloak wall on him or a Bucky pull or something, you kinda can just fuck this guy. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's okay. He's not insane, but I think he's a solid pick. Definitely like higher B tier. Hawkeye, fucking get this guy out of here. I fucking hate Hawkeye and Hela. Both of these characters, so fucking broken. So broken. Both of these fucking characters, nerfed them to the ground. I'm trolling because I think I don't know what Marvel Rivals' balancing statement is. But no, I hate both of these characters. Hawkeye, like people say, like unlike Hanzo, he doesn't just randomly one-shot you because he needs to lock onto you. No, he doesn't. Like he pretty much doesn't, because the thing charges instantly and he only needs like 30% to one-shot a squishy. Like he's going to one-shot you if he gets on you. Like, dude, like I've played this character before and I'll just be shooting and I'll just get kills because it's like, oh, I guess I hit that guy. Oh, I guess I hit that guy. Oops, accidental headshot. Like, it's just, you shoot down a choke and you just will get accidental headshots. You can charge behind walls, like sometimes, because there's like this angle thing where you can see behind a wall and you're charging, but the opponent can't see you. It's stupid. They'll probably fix that, but I don't know what they could do to this character. I think maybe his ult could be toned down a little bit because I think his ult is really good. A little inconsistent. I feel like sometimes it doesn't get a lot of value, but other times it's just like, holy fuck. I don't know though. I think they just do something to him. And then Hela's, I mean, you know, just two shots at everyone, just shoots everyone. Like Hela, she has like no fall off damage. I'm just getting like 2 tapped across the map. It's not fun. I like Hela as a character. I think she's cool. But she is just like overpowered. Like she's kind of just blatantly overpowered. It's like, okay. She's not, to me, she's not as annoying as Hawkeye, because I feel like Hela still takes a lot of like skill. Like I can't just play, like I'm not just gonna pick Hela when I see an Iron Man, because I know that I'm not that good at Hela and my aim is ass and that I'll probably miss. But she's still unbelievably broken. Most of the time, in most of my lobbies, generally it's Hela versus Hela, and pretty much the game, the person who wins is either who has the better tank players or who has the better Hela. And a lot of times it is who's the better Hela. Jeff the Shark, I don't think this character is good at all. I'm gonna put Jeff C tier. I think Jeff is the worst support in the game. Yeah, I don't think Jeff is good. He dies really easily. Honestly, people don't even really play Jeff that much, because he does a decent amount of healing, but honestly, like Luna heal bot's better, Cloak heal bot's better. Like, there's just a lot of other supports that provide a little bit more utility. And Jeff, while he can be kind of hard to kill, his ult is not even really that good. I feel like most people, I never see big Jeff ults, and most of the time I can just kill him before he even gets there. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, he's not that good. Same with Iron Fist. I don't think this character is good at all. His ult, I think his ult is good, because it feels like he moves like so fast in his ult, and does a lot of damage. But otherwise, most of the time I feel like I can just kind of run away. I can like cloak wall him and then just kind of kill him. Or even as like if I'm playing like Cap, I can just sort of run away from him, or even just 1v1 him, because he doesn't have Siphon or anything. He needs to like obviously sit in here and meditate to heal. I don't know. I think I haven't played him honestly. He seems fun, but I don't think he's that good at all. Loki, this is another one of my favorite supports, and I'm gonna go A tier on Loki. This character, in my opinion, maybe besides Spider-Man, I think is the highest skill ceiling in the game. I think there is, in theory, a lot of insane things you can do with clones, but I think also the more I've played him, the more I've played the game, I realize that I don't think those extremely insane plays are really worth it, when most of the time your goal on Loki is just to build ult and then copy Luna and like double ults, which is super strong, by the way. Definitely not a bad thing. That honestly is probably a big thing pushing him in this A tier, is because his ult is probably like his ult is probably the second best ult in the game, just because most games have a Luna Snow in them, and you can just copy the Luna and ult instantly. Unlike Echo, who has to build it, Loki can just instantly get it. Yeah, pretty fucking strong. I love Loki. His lamp is really good as well. It's pretty much BAP lamp, that you can put everywhere. Pretty strong, good character. I think if anything, I'm underrating him. I think he could probably be an S tier, but I think I just look at Cloak and Dagger and it's like, it's so easy to heal and get value on him. And also all three of these characters, like maybe besides Mantis, even then it's like Loki doesn't do that much healing, like honestly, or damage. Like Loki needs the clones to be hitting targets with him, and then you're getting a lot of healing. But a lot of times you're just not getting that. And if you have characters that like have chain attacks, if you have like a Moon Knight or something, you can't play this character. So yeah, I think he stays at A tier. Magic. Now, dude, Magic is fucking good. It's really tough between her over. I think this character is better than Black Panther. I think they're about the same tier. I think they're the same level. I think I put Magic slightly above, because Magic's ult I think has been nerfed, but I think her ult is better than Black Panther. Black Panther's ult is over a better in his kit, because you just get so many resets and so much damage. But Magic has the better general neutral because of the the ult. The ult is fucking, not the ult, the fact that she gets like not siphon, but like heals from using her abilities, which is pretty fucking nice. Not really much to say. Solid character, really fucking annoying to play against because she just harasses me the whole game and has such good survivability, but yeah, she's fucking good. Magneto. See, this is tough for me, because I think that Magneto is good. You don't die as Magneto, but then I feel like you don't do a lot on Magneto. His bubbles are... the bubbles are good, though. Bubbles are really good. Oh, but is he better than Hulk? I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna bump Hulk to S tier, and I'm gonna bump Magneto to A tier. Is that what I want to? I think I'm gonna do this, actually. I'm gonna do that. I think that's right. I don't think Magneto is as good as Hulk, to be honest. And it is biased because the team up, but I feel like the team up should be considered. Magneto's team up, I mean, with Wanda, it's good, but not worth using Wanda. He's just a wall. He doesn't die. He has kind of a diva defense matrix in the way that he can tank infinite damage with his shield. It's just on a resource meter. His bubbles are good. His poke is fine. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he does just literally sit in the front line and not die. But yeah, he has kind of a charge, like push back a little bit, which is pretty good, and does a lot of damage. But yeah, he's okay. Like he's good, but I don't think he's like incredible or anything. Moon Knight. Now this is my original main, and this is still who I play on DPS. I love Moon Knight. But he's very situational. There are times when Moon Knight is here, and especially when I play against a Groot, he's like here. But if I'm playing against a fucking like a Hela Strange or some shit, he's like here. He's like here, honestly, during that. I think I'm gonna put him B tier. I think I'm underrating him a little bit, and I love playing him. But I think, to me, I look at the other DPS in B tier, and I think that he's not as good as Magic or Black Panther, and I feel like that's what's bringing me down. He's super situational, but sometimes he's so strong. I think potentially they could mess around with his reliance on Ankh, like just a little bit, because I feel like it does make it a little bit, and this is for me too, I think it makes it a little unfun sometimes, but also I think on one hand, I think I'm fine with him being a situational pick. I think that's like cool that in some like grouped up metas or something, he will be really good because his AoE damage is nuts, like nuts. I mean, I literally made a video about his AoE damage on the main channel. It's crazy. But yeah, Neymar, holy fuck, broken. This character's so fucking good. Dude, his turrets, why do they have like 200 HP? His turrets are like another person. Literally, what is it? His team up with Luna Snow is so insane, dude. That fucking ice thing, that ice octopus, dude, it does so much damage. Dude, Neymars are carrying games. Like, I see no, I don't. I see Neymar more than Hawkeye. Okay, maybe that's not true, but I see, and it's always because Luna Snow is in, like, Doctor Strange is in every game, Hela's in every game, like, these three are always in the game. Not as much because now I have bans, but I did just make it, so I'm not feeling that effect as much. But Mantis is also in pretty much it's like all these characters like must picks, but they're not really, because Hawkeye gets picked quite a lot, but Punisher can move up to like S tier. I think it's that type of thing. Solid character, point and click, Soldier 76. And then we get to Rocket. Rocket is weird because I played a lot of Rocket in the beta and alpha. I'm gonna put him C tier. I think he's not as bad as people put, because he's a lot of utility actually. His ult is not that good. And his damage is pretty fucking bad. But his res is really strong. And also the fact that he can he kind of just heal bots, but his heal botting, it's good. He is able to heal himself. Like Rocket is another, like Cloak, you're not going to be dying on Rocket. He's so hard to hit as well. His movement is also really good. You are so fast when you're climbing on walls or jetpacking around everywhere. You're never dying on Rocket, but he doesn't have his heal botting, because all he can do is heal bot. His damage is useless. No point. He's really bad at heal botting, and yeah, he's not that good. I think he could use a tiny buff to make him better. I don't really know what that is, because I feel like his utility is super strong, but if you take away his res and his, honestly, if you just take away his res, and maybe like his self-healing, he's pretty fucking bad. But his group, he can group heal. In grouped up comps, he's not that bad. Like unironically, when you play with a Groot, I think he's pretty good with Groot. Groot Punisher, I think that's a solid. But yeah, I don't think he's that good. Wanda, yeah, that's the worst character in the game right there. I'll be honest, I did one stream where I was trying to play Wanda in like plat, or I think at the time I might have been still in gold or something, and I was literally getting flamed by my teammates, like saying like, stop playing that bronze character. I wasn't even losing, like I was doing pretty well actually, because I was like fragging and doing a lot, like I was spawn camping people on Wanda. But yeah, she's terrible. In my opinion, I think what they need to do, they need to make her fade. She needs to move way faster, or it needs to last way longer. I think I'm leaning more towards it being faster. But I think, honestly, I think they could do a bit of both. They should make it last longer and be a little quicker, because I think it does still give, like, because generally if you're using that, you're trying to get away from someone. So you want to be able to get away quicker, but also a little bit of counterplay. You can catch the person. I don't know. I think she's awful. Yeah, no reason to use her. Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man's a B tier. I'll be honest, it's been a meme of people using Spider-Man and like bottom fragging and like not switching, but I'll be honest, I don't have any of those games. I'll be honest, I most of my games, if I have a Spider-Man on my team or even on the enemy team, they're usually really good. And I know that doesn't, just because someone's good doesn't mean the character is like broken. I think they're just really skilled, but I think he's not bad. He's very difficult to play, but I'll be honest, like you can, especially in my rank, like you can kind of just go around and flank, and generally pick a kill and then slingshot away, and you swing so fast it's impossible to catch you. So yeah, I'll put him B tier. Squirrel Girl, I think this character is C tier. I would put her above Iron Fist, to be honest. Her primary fire is really good, and she has that really good stun. Honestly, the big thing is just her ult. Her ult is terrible. That's it. Her ult is the worst ult in the game. That's pretty much it. Like, I think her ult needs to be buffed, and then she's fine. She's a fine Junkrat. I think if anything, she's underrated. I think she could be higher, but yeah, for this, I'm putting, I'd put her there. probably. Star-Lord, easy A tier. I don't think he's quite S. Nah, I'm gonna do it actually. I'm gonna put Star-Lord in S tier. I think he's below these guys, but yeah, he's fucking strong. His ult is really good. Like legendary. So fucking annoying. Yeah, he needs to be up close, but his flanking potential is good, and the fact that when his flips, he has invincibility on them, that's really nice. Like you can't hit him when he's doing his flips. I think this is a big thing for him. His movement is good. He's just overall a really solid character. If you play a lot of Tracer, you'll like him. Yeah, I think his ult is fucking strong too. Storm. I'll be honest, this character, maybe besides probably Widow, is probably the least character I see the least. But I'm gonna put her like C tier. I think she's not. I don't think she's the worst DPS in the game. I think she's underrated. I think her damage boost is actually really nice. Like when I'm playing with a Storm that is just damaging boosting me, it feels really nice. It's weird she's a support attacker, but I don't think she's bad. I'll be honest, I think I would be curious to see if they gave her a team up with some other characters, if maybe she would be used more. But I don't know, I think she's underrated. I think she needs to be explored more. But yeah. Oh god, Thor. I think Thor's B tier, but I think Thor is not good. I thought Thor was really good, and when I was first playing, I thought he was going to be my main because I was going crazy on Thor in quick play, and then I started getting into comp and realized you just get stunned and fucked like the whole game. You're just getting stunned constantly on Thor. He cannot be a solo tank. I think he need, like, to me, if you were not playing him with Hela, there's no reason to play this character. I like seeing Thor because that means I can use Captain America, and the team up with them is pretty good, but they're both mid-tier tanks, and honestly, the synergy between them is good, but not great in my opinion, because just like them together is they complement each other well, but they don't match up well into the current meta and a lot of the characters that are just better than them. I think Thor is pretty overrated. I don't think he's good. His synergy is good, and when he presses F and does the hammer throw, he does do a lot of damage, but I don't know, a lot of times you're just walking there on Thor, you're kind of just hitting shit, hoping and praying, and sometimes he does shit, but other times it's fucking rough. Venom, I think Venom is the worst tank. I'll be honest, there's so many times I see a Venom swings in, Venom goes to dive me, and I can cloak away, or I can put my wall, my Discord on him, or whatever. Like, Venom does so little damage, it feels like I just like walk away from him. And once he uses his sling, he doesn't have movement. Like Captain America doesn't do any damage, but Captain America has insane movement. Best movement on the tank roll. He can fucking chase me down. This guy can't. And I don't know. Venom's ass. Like, the tag team together is pretty good, but I don't know, dude. I think Venom is trash. Bucky. I think Bucky is the best A tier. I think I've brought him down. It's tough for me though, because I still see big Bucky ults. I think he's better than Magic. I'll put him S tier. I think he's like S plus or S minus, but I'll put him in this tier. I think his ult is good. Because many times it will bait out a Luna ult, and I feel like his ult is not so insane that it's bad to bait out a Luna ult on that. I think generally you're either baiting support ults or you're getting like 3 kills. And I don't know, I think his pull is really good. I don't know. I think he's really solid. I think some people have put him lower than maybe I have, but I don't know. I feel like he is really good. And then finally, we got Wolverine. I'm going to put this character top of A tier. This character eats tanks for breakfast. Holy. I've played tank versus this guy. Holy fuck. Like, I'll be honest, I think the reason I was saying people eat him up, Groot, I think the reason Groot is not better is literally because of this guy. This guy just fucks Groot so hard. I feel like I see like randomly a Wolverine, I'm looking out of nowhere, all of a sudden Wolverine comes out of nowhere and just fucking eats him. Wolverine's ult is very confusing, but usually it will just get like 4 kills usually. I don't see him too often, but when I do, he's fucking dominating. I think Wolverine is very good. But yeah, that's pretty much, this is the tier list. It's mostly ordered from like role in each tier. Yeah, I guess let me know what you think. Did I get it right, I guess, for higher ranks? Did I get it wrong? I feel like these 6 are pretty like given, like they're broken in all ranks. I could definitely see people arguing though with like some of these, like maybe I'm like, oh, Jeff the Shark is actually S tier because in my games he always eats everyone and gets 6 kills. Yeah, that never fucking happens in my games, but feel free to let me know, and yeah, that's all I got.